already. I thought we were already on, Johan. I was tricked again. I'm not.
You heard.
I'm not on my A game today.
Okay. Now we're live. We're going to talk about community coins, and I show the screen. We have Gerrit from Stichting Egelde, the Egelde Foundation.
Yeah. And I in the music break, I thought people could still hear me, and I said that I sent a message to Aurora Coin 101 on Twitter with an invitation link to this conversation, because I have trouble inviting people on the email address, I notice. So we are getting more people to join. I will try once more to get more community coin representatives in the chat. But for the next,
quite a few.
Yeah, but I've tried to get more, Gerrit, and well, here we are.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have tried harder, but I don't know.
No, you shouldn't pull too much. It's. I think not many people want to show their faces in the crypto sphere. Anyway.
Yeah.
And you said face is not necessary, but I think it's important to show where you stand for.
Yeah, well, you do take a kind of risk with crypto, and the risk is growing also. But because I believe in the first 10 years of crypto, there was basically nobody being killed for Bitcoins. But I believe in the last year, we had something like 10 that I know of, that I heard of. 10 people, for example, one in Thailand, one in Ukraine, who paid with Bitcoin in a nightclub, and when they left, they got robbed, or worse, because people saw how many coins were in that wallet, and they thought, let's take the risk for that money.
We don't risk much then. Huh? So.
We don't risk much, exactly.
Showing our faces makes us possible martyrs, but well, we'll see about that.
But we got in the chat, Aurora Coin is saying that he's coming. He was busy supporting Roger.
That's good. Then you are allowed to be a little bit late. Today, Gerrit, we are the highlight of the show is the freerogernow.org. What's the name of that? Petition to let the politicians know they should free Roger Ver, who is currently awaiting his extradition to the US for tax evasion accusations. Although I think we all know, we cannot be 100% sure, but Roger has always been very open that he has never intended to evade taxes, because he took the role as Bitcoin Jesus, and therefore he wanted to do everything by the books in a way. He had enough profit, and it was never his intention to jeopardize the system, for example, compared to me, who has always spoken out very loud that all these KYC regulations should be avoided for as much as possible. And, So I see Mikael is here also. Welcome. Also a returning guest from last year. From both of you guys, I'm very curious to hear how your last year has fulfilled itself, if you're happy about it, and what do you expect for the next year. So maybe we should just start with that and see what comes up.
Okay, well, shall I start, Michael? Let's,
sure.
You can accommodate a little bit. 2024. Yeah, it has flown. It went past very fast. So the amount of work you can do in 1 year decreases every year, and personally, I asked the pension age. So, officially I stopped working. So I'm sitting here with my arms crossed and wait till things happen.
I almost believe that.
No, that's not in my nature. You're right. But as you were saying, you are exposing yourself very much. I think you're exposing. You're quite academic there. Not much of what you say is your maybe your own belief, but you want to see what triggers other people, and you should throw the stick into the chicken chicken bar to see what's happening, and to arouse and to try to get people out of their safe environment, because things need to happen. If they all stay there, then nothing happens, and all of a sudden everything happens.
Yeah.
So I think your approach is academic, and you're searching for truth.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to show that I know I have all the answers. I'm just in search of answers, and I wish more people were, because I got all these questions and nobody cares about them for most of the time. So then you start to use more radical words to show them that it does matter to them, and then I use those kind of words that they usually walk away from it instead of engaging. So it's
you're arousing, and but for my main, because that was your question. My main discovery, or it's not discovery. That's the problem with not speaking your own mother tongue.
Yes.
You're very handicapped. So
yes.
If we would be talking Dutch, then we would have a much deeper conversation. And that's also one of the reasons I'm behind community coins, because I think we need to address people profoundly. And if you keep speaking English, you won't reach them where you want to reach them.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that.
And that's one of the fundamentals of community coins, which means having groups of people that already exist come together with respect to the main problem at hand, which is the financial system. And let's talk Dutch, let's say, within that community about the issue.
Well, the other 51 episodes of Freedom Radio are Dutch spoken, so...
Yeah. Not here, of course, yeah. But for the...
Usually every episode we give away guldens.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
I don't mean to speak or challenge to speak Dutch here. But it's to warn users that maybe they hear crazy English, which is not intentional.
Mm-hmm. Let's do the outlook for 2025 together with Michael, and now first hear about Michael's last year, because we spoke for the last time on this episode exactly 1 year ago. So I'm very curious to see what happened in your life, Michael.
Hey guys.
Hey, welcome. And
wow. Okay, 1 year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Was it January 2nd or 3rd that we spoke last year?
Always on the 3rd. Although this is just some comment in between. I looked it up on Wikipedia last week, and Wikipedia says 9th of January, but in my memory it's the 3rd. So I don't know how it got to the 9th on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
I mean, Wikipedia, that's its own little rabbit hole. I guess one of the God editors. Oh, not to bring God into that sentence. I was appreciating how we've had some level of recognition in this stream so far about incorporating this idea of God and responsibility and heritage, and really, because I see blockchain, I see the efforts that we're engaging in to really be something that is transformative and actually relies kind of heavily on even though it's a trustless system. I mean, we really need levels of trust that we haven't had before, and in a different way. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
In a ring of trust kind of way.
In a ring of trust kind of way, in a accountable kind of way. For example, it's not so hard to locate personalities and personas these days. I mean, we hear all the time about people being doxxed and etc. And then there's other people like Roger Ver and I would say myself, even though I don't have any kind of reach like he does, but I've always made it pretty easy or clear for people that are wondering who's involved with Aurora Coin to easily find me and to really just share what I know in a open and kind of transparent manner. And I try to identify when I'm got a little bit of hopium going on, or I try to identify the risks or the challenges that we face. So this last year, as far as Aurora Coin's concerned, we had some nice activity on ZegX. It's nice to have an exchange where I know that these are some new traders, participants. I also was in discussions with the central exchange, like top 50, but there's pros and cons there. I think it would be really good for the coin to have some liquidity and to have some exposure like that. But I know also all the community coins, we're also fairly dedicated to decentralized exchanges. So I've maintained some level of markets on Atomic Dex or Komodo Wallet, and also on XBTS. It's another decentralized exchange. And we have a new version coming out, so that'll be our first update in a little under 2 years. But it's important that project teams maintain compatibility with the new build systems and also stay active in development.
Yeah.
We made some enhancements to the web wallet. I mean, a lot of these things are kind of small accomplishments, but they make the projects stronger. And we're just really a small team of volunteers that have never had any pre-mined development fund. That was all for the national airdrop. So I also, even though it was the year before that, launched or started a mining pool specifically for Aurora Coin, which helps me kind of gauge what's going on in the mining area, what's profitable, what's not, and also to have a highly responsive mining pool for the community. Anyway, so those are just some bits and pieces, but I think this last year has also been a lot about kind of, for me, trying to find the purpose or the, I mean, I know what the purpose is, but what kind of narrative that the world needs to see. I mean, Yoshi, you were sharing how you've spoken with a lot of people, and many times your attempts of onboarding and everything kind of fell on deaf ears.
It's a brick wall. It's a
brick wall. Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't really surprise me too much when you look at like what the world is kind of judging as real and not real these days.
You know, Michael, I don't know if you read my most recent article, which I published yesterday.
I did.
And there, I have had a moment in my life where I had the opportunity to reach out to a very large mass of people. But looking back at that moment today and how the media set that up, it would have been as much fake news as all the rest you see on television, you know? And I can see how it would have played out very different from that moment forward. Would I have made a different choice? But I'm not sure if it would have been better or worse, you know? Knowing today, if I know back then what I know today, then it would have been very easy. But that's not the case. I was a different person in that moment, and that's why the opportunity presented itself, I think, also. So it's just a very difficult story to really change the big issue here, or what I recognize, if I divide people, then I do it only on one basis, which is those who have been born with the internet and those who have not been born with the internet. And I'm exactly on that tipping scale, because the internet was launched just after I was born. So I wasn't really conscious yet, but it got there. And we are now kind of in the middle of that transition of people who are born with the internet and who are not. And the old people have all the money because they've been working all their lives, and the young people are still starting. And that's for the old people in a way. It doesn't even pay off to start with crypto because of all the participation they've had with that old system, and they have all their wealth locked up. They often cannot even withdraw if they want to, because it's in contracts which promise to pay out over time. Like Gerrit just mentioned, he last year became a pensioner, became a pensionado, and got his first benefits from all that life of working. So there is a lot of wealth, but it's not so easily accessible. It's misused. Out of our names, we do the most atrocious things with that money. It's a complicated situation, you know, and that's why I basically say today that one group of people, one person, is never able to do all the work, and we need to have thousands, if not millions, to convince billions. And how to get there, you know, I don't know. I try my best.
It's easy. People should listen to you. Well, so build your community of 1 million people.
No, but we are all saying the same thing. So in that way, it doesn't really matter if it's me. That's the thing. It's not just me. It's not just me. That's the beauty of it.
The rest is just individuals like you. So following the truth, and someone who speaks the truth, and would be easy if you would only tell the truth. But this truth, everybody has his own truth. There is no heaven anymore. Last week I saw a podcast from a guru. Indian guru, who said, "Heavens are falling." If you knew, if you would follow a leader, and he would bring you to heaven, then everybody would follow him. But now everybody has his own truth. Heaven is not that exciting anymore, and truth is being questioned. So I think that's the problem. We are individualizing, and the people that are still in control of the truth, which is the media. I mean, the media immediately questions your truth by exposing it as fake. Then you'll never get anywhere. So the media is our enemy's main weapon, and the enemy. That's maybe too harsh a word, but is the current elite, and they are in control over the media, and they do their best. It's not hard work to keep you in your own small, very small bubble.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's hard to convict someone these days of. It's ironic that we're trying to convince people of something that has an inherent level of trust, or at least comes along with a level of transparency that helps to make a educated decision. Compared to other media narratives and other social narratives that take their attention. But I, from my viewpoint, there are things that can strengthen Aurora Coin as a project, especially improved or increasing Icelandic participation, whether that's however that would play out. And I lost my train of thought, but I mean, we're shoring up some of our infrastructure, some of our Electrum SPV servers, working with Canada eCoin. We're building a common underlying infrastructure or API, or so much more than that with eCoin Core. So community coins is getting to the point where we're actually creating layers of almost like our own blockchain as a service. Libraries.
Maybe that's, Michael, that's the reason why community coins as a concept got some traction, because we noticed that individually, if I call a single blockchain or a single project an individual, which is quite true also, because it's more than an individual, it's a team. But if you express it as a team, usually it comes down to one individual that expresses himself, like you for Aurora Coin, but there are more people around you. But it's for the outside world, you are the Aurora Coin individual. And when we get together, you called kind of the eCoin, but we are now with 10 what we would call community coins. Now we are a group of 10, which gives us some leverage by helping each other and by making our community 10 times as big, which gives us some platform. And still within this platform, I see how difficult it is to work together. And first of all, the amount of developers is maybe 4, if I exaggerate a little bit. And on the other hand, if you say 10 community coins, the teams around each individual that expresses himself will be about 40 people. Although we are we are aiming at our individual communities, which consist of millions of people. So let's say Canada eCoin, or no, let's talk about Aurora Coin, which would be a few 100,000 of people, which you represent. But it is not a representation in that sense of the word, but it's a proposition. You are offering a proposition to a community of 200,000 people. And EFL, 20 million people, Canada a little bit more. But, the 10 community coins themselves are focusing on a vast community. But the community itself, which is those that are devoted to the coin, it's much, much smaller. I know for EFL, there are about 5,000 people that hold EFL, realistically. And I think Aurocon has had some more attention, but also globally. So, probably you also have about 5,000 Aurora Coin, or a little bit more people that are holders of Aurora Coin. So if we would only listen to ourselves, not to somebody else, but to ourselves, we really have a community of tens of thousands of people. But how to reach them? Even how to reach our inner circle of backholders or as holders. That's very difficult. Because if I email something, it gets to my community, I only reach about 25% of my addressees because of spam directives, etc. So let's say a newsletter is a legitimate way to reach our community, but I'll reach a fraction of it. And look at Vrijheidradio, where we are right now. How many people are there? It's not because people can't reach us, but people don't listen to us. People are invited but don't arrive, and stuff like that. Because
they're on their work, or they are on vacation.
No, they are afraid to come. And your invitation, Yoshi, was a little bit wrong, because you invited speakers. But you should have invited listeners. And if you have listeners, slowly they start to speak because they don't agree, maybe, or they agree and confirm. But you're lacking listeners.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of my late invitation to everything. Because
No, that's not true. I mean, I did on the Community Coins Telegram channel. I dropped 100 EFL yesterday, and 10 people collected it. So they look. All these 10 people were not on holiday, or not working, or while they were working, they had the time to collect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just mean that was just the community coin group, and that was more because I was inviting speakers, and you said I had to invite more listeners, and usually I lack that ability to really care, because we make all these videos into highlight videos, and then it's eternalized in a way, and you can watch it back at any time if you want at double speed, things like that, So, you can't. Although I agree with you, of course, but how to trigger those people to engage? I give away, for example, crypto. In the last 3 years, over $20,000 worth of crypto, but not a lot of people view it and watch it.
By the way, we talk about giveaways. Shall we invite people to
do that? I need to check my fire, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes because I need to put some wood on my fire.
Then we do an announcement for the raffle. We give away e-gulden, and I bring up the wheel, and then we can see how much people are listening. Okay, you can put your name in the chat. So you need to be on Stream Elements or on Twitch, and the winner gets an amount of e-gulden. In the next hour we do Aurora giveaway. But Yoshi knows how much we give away. So, But, so you can put, you can type in anything on the chat. That's how you get your name on the wheel. For the YouTube listeners and the Rumble listeners, on Odyssey and Kick and Facebook, it doesn't work. You need to be on Twitch for this.
Yeah, so this year has been really interesting with another change of narratives. I mean, a lot of them are the same. We've seen some new layer 1 blockchains, but I think what we're seeing now with the meme coin phenomenon and the, I don't know, some kind of race to the most cultish meme coin.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what people necessarily mean by like a meme cult. I mean, is it like, are they legitimately interested in affecting change, affecting financial freedom, increased distribution of resources? Is these cult narrative memes driven by other agendas? But it's a little thought-provoking to see what kind of attention these memes get compared to some projects like ours that have, I mean, Aurora Coin has very high level of recognition, at least for anybody that's been, well, there's a lot of newbies for the last 5-6 years, but I feel kind of in a way that Aurora Coin has always had some kind of meme element to it, as far as being like an Icelandic Northern Lights airdrop. What can a fairly homogeneous, technically advanced experimental society do with the cryptocurrency? But with the Aurora Coin, we're really fighting one narrative we're fighting, which has a little bit of an Icelandic element to it. There's when you kind of go out of fashion or out of fashion here in Iceland, it's very difficult to get people interested in something again when they feel like it's already run its course. But I think that with our underlying intentions and the kind of energy that we're placing in these projects. It's almost like some kind of grand manifestation experiment between those who are looking to improve humanity versus those who are attempting to continue their hold on it. So I think for me, it's just been a lot of introspection on really what kind of message would be the most powerful, and really some of it kind of comes down to like how bold do we really want to be. So
I think in line with these thoughts, we've always encountered as being community coins itself by competition of let's say in 2016, 17, it were the initial coin offerings. Now it's meme coins, and there are tens of thousands of coins. So people are confused. It's a kind of Babylonian confusion because everybody has its own narrative, and it's difficult to discern patterns. And that's why really the community coin effort came into existence, because we wanted to demonstrate that there is structure. And the true notion of Aurora coin, although it's a thought, it's not necessarily within name a Northern Light thing, but it is an Icelandic coin. That was the main the main drive behind Aurora coin at that time, at the beginning. And coins that share that line of thought are collected within community coins. That's the definition of a community coin, originally isolated group of people sharing the same currency. And the rest is something else, not as a devaluation, but it's other coins. There are more patterns within the set of coins in existence, and I think we need to. We don't have to, but when I want to be a leader of a movement, I say we have to stay with our original principles. And that's the way people will continue to recognize us. And us is, the country coins or the regional coins that exist. And one extremely difficult issue with community coins is what is a community? And lately, within the community coins group, there came the notion of maybe we should add OG coins to the group. OG coins, not. It stands for the original gangs, the original coins, which have a lot of traction and are recognizable by themselves because they have a large community. But with the OG coins, the community is the set of people that own that coin. And that's something else with the community coin in our definition. The people that follow Aurora coin are not the Icelandic people, not only. The Icelandic people is a much larger community coin, a much larger community, and we are, or you are, aiming at the Icelandic people. So the community at hand is the Icelandic people and not the people that hold the coin. So
Now that's an interesting way of putting it, or as of describing it, because it's true. If I am going to Iceland and I want to pay in Iceland with some usable crypto, I'm going to use Aurora coin, even if I'm not from Iceland. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Or you should, but nobody's accepting it yet. That's our challenge. Yeah.
By the way, if you want to have e-gulden, you can write down your name in the chat, in the Twitch chat. You have to actually type something, not sending
emotes.
Not emotes, they don't work. You have to actually write something. The best thing is, of course, to write down free Roger Ver or exclamation mark Ron Paul or anything else. Yeah.
And did we just give away the magazine or?
You get also the magazine from last hour because nobody won it. So you make you can get how many e-goals, Yoshi?
It's a $10 value of EFL.
Okay.
So that's probably let's say it's 50 EFLs, 50.
Yeah.
About $10 is the aim. But the magazine that you can win, Vlad just told us, it's a $60 magazine. So
it's priceless.
It's the jackpot of the day.
Yeah.
And it's priceless because he's gonna sign it for you. So it's a signed copy. Wait a second, don't spin the wheel. I want to win this one also. I'm gonna participate myself.
I won it actually.
Okay. We don't win. I will not participate then.
And you can.
No, it's okay. I will buy a copy with Vlad. I will tell him to bring me one copy when he visits Liberland.
Your copy of the signature.
Yeah. It's okay.
But we can also talk about the developments. What's e-gulden doing now? Are there new things, new gadgets coming? Last year you talked about the browser wallet.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Are there any new developments for e-gulden?
Yes, but in the sense that we are pushing on community coins. Okay. Let's say most vocal people within the EFL community are vocal in the community coins environment because we think that's also the thing about community coins. We all share the same motive, and that's quite funny. So in a sense, let's say if we market community coins, we are also marketing EFL. So why focus on EFL? Because that's we want to reach that many people. And that's also a funny thing about a community coin, because think of Aurora coin. It's having a large crowd of a large part of the community exists in South Africa, I believe, Michael, and also in the Dutch environment are quite a few people that are following and sharing the thoughts of Aurora coin.
But by the way, last year we talked about the browser wallets. Browser wallets.
You say browser wallet.
You were working on a new wallet.
Yeah, I was confused with the word browser. It's a so-called PWA wallet, a progressive web app, which you can open in the browser. That's right. And that's a very important thing we are chasing technically. because I'll explain. A browser wallet is a light wallet. I mean, the browser doesn't have a connection to the blockchain itself. It connects to the blockchain through so-called SPV servers, which is a middle layer between the wallet and the blockchain. And the main problem with that middle layer is that it is written for light clients, for browser wallet type of applications, but it is old software. It is written in Python, although there are deviations from, they are called Electrum clients mostly, although there are new versions which exist in C and in Rust. But the middle layer is quite a bottleneck. So if we want to use with a browser wallet the middle layer, we have to rely on people supporting this middle layer. And another thing is this middle layer is quite unstable. So really, for the reputation of the browser wallet, we decided we needed to invest in this middle layer. First of all, the Electrum servers will become bloated if the browser wallet becomes a success. Maintaining an Electrum server is difficult. It's hard work, and at least every community coin should be able to run its own middle layer, its own Electrum set of servers. But let's say Aurora Coin, EFL, and Canada Coin do manage their middle layer, but the others don't. Let's say if there are 10 community coins, there are only 3 coins that support the middle layer. It is too difficult, it's too heavy, and that's why we are optimizing a new version of this middle layer specifically for community coins, which should be easy to maintain by anybody, not just by developers. And that's the main thing we are investing in right now with regard to the browser wallet. Well, that's quite a challenge, and it takes time. There are a few people involved, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer. And another thing is that along with the new middle layer, come new ideas which are beneficial or could be beneficial for the browser wallet, like you should see the middle layer as an explorer on the blockchain. The middle layer does look in the blockchain to present the balance of a browser wallet and to transfer transactions to the blockchain. But it does scan the blockchain. It looks for specific information. So the middle layer could also enable a new protocol for browser wallets to communicate with each other. And if wallets can communicate with each other, that has 2 very important advantages. The first one is the zero confirmation problem. So if you are looking someone in the face and you want to do peer-to-peer transaction, you have to wait for a specific amount of confirmations on the blockchain. So for Bitcoin, for example, if you would wait for 2 blocks being confirmed, it takes you on average 20 minutes. That's too long. I mean, you need to start talking about other things than the exchange of cryptocurrency, at least, because 20 minutes is too long. It's too long if you are buying a bread at the bakery. So the solution is zero confirmation. So you send information over the blockchain, but on a parallel channel, you can send the raw transaction to the merchant, to the one you're paying. And that message can be received immediately and confirms your intent to pay.
I've just been triggered by what you said, because first I want to make the comment that it's 15 minutes on average on 2 blocks, because you are 50% of your first block in a way. And Amaury Sechet is joining this chat right after you. And I think that we should see it as a community coin and implement it in this ring of trust. And see if, because I think he has something similar with the eCash project with Avalanche. Because I'm not sure how it works, to be fair. So please stay a little bit longer so you can ask him the better questions than me. But this is just something which pops up in my mind now, which I like to mention.
Yes, okay. But I saw some developments which come a little bit in this direction. But a message channel between 2 wallets serves multiple purposes, and I just said 2. The first one is zero confirmation, which can also be an isolated solution within other types of wallets. But the other one is something you tend to forget. If you want to send information before you pay, you want an invoice or something. You want proof of goods being delivered after you have paid. Because with a Bitcoin transaction or a crypto transaction, the one who pays is the most vulnerable. I mean, if you pay cryptocurrency, you're sure you don't get them back. You're sure that the recipient receives it. So the recipient is in the upper hand. So if he doesn't deliver what he has promised, you've got a problem. He can walk away, or he can ignore that he received your payment, etc. So you want to have proof about what you will receive after you have paid as a payee, and that's called an invoice in normal day economics. Right? You want an invoice before you pay, a ticket or whatever, and communication channel between 2 wallets can serve that purpose. So the merchant usually presents a QR code or something to which you have to pay, or a public address. But you can present an entire invoice instead of only a QR code. And the problem is that an invoice is a message. Message can be wrapped into a QR code, but that's only able to send a small amount of information. The invoice can be much bigger. And another thing is that why, if you are at the merchant, it is in the interest of a merchant to have you as a recurrent customer. So why don't you allow the merchant to send a business card over the same channel? So all kinds of ideas pop up when you have this parallel channel alongside of the Bitcoin database and the Bitcoin network channel, and use it that way. So the main thing before fantasy gets too wild is that a channel and a safe channel only requires two things. One is an encryption key, so you can send information peer-to-peer. And the other is that you have to have a medium, a way to send the information. And well, we know we have to accommodate this in the future. We want to accommodate that, and which gives the scope of the middleware which we are developing, which we call Ring of Trust, by the way, for the time being, until we find a better name, because the abbreviation is ROT, which is not so pleasantly associable.
It's not the best marketing name.
No, we did. Ring of Trust sounds nice, but we'd like to call our alternative of Electrum servers, we would like to call them trust servers, which sounds better. But still, we need a better name for the mechanism itself. So this is why the Ring of Trust concept and the technical development of it, let's say everything has been prototyped. So in fact, it works already, but before we can distribute it, we need a lot of testing and accommodate for this communication channel, at least by design.
Hey, and what did I miss, guys?
Ja, je kan de kickchat niet lezen, denk ik.
Oh, ja.
Ik vind dat jij een gay-ass hat op hebt.
Yeah. Well, it's the clown world outfit. We are living in the clown world. And I don't have my crown at the moment, but what's the right word? King Honspiracy is the name of my stream, because I'm the king of Honspiracies. So that's how I ended up wearing this wig.
But you heard my expose.
Yes, I did. Although I must say I have contact with people while with future guests, and I'm sharing info with them, and I'm keeping up a chat outside of all the chat that happens in the stream. So I am sometimes distracted, and I had to walk away for my fire because I'm almost out. I'm almost frozen. You know, if I don't burn enough wood, and I have had to feed the dog in between. So
how many? What was the size of my audience, if I may ask?
Not big, at least on Twitch. There are a few, but they don't want to put the name on the wheel. Okay, there is a raffle coming. You can win something. You just have to type something in the Twitch chat. Yeah.
No, on average, I would think this will get a couple hundred views for sure. Yeah, we will reach that, but it will take a little, like a week or something. But it's a small audience. That's
I had another question also. Because if I want to, I use crypto to buy something at Bitrefill. Know the website, Bitrefill?
No.
Okay, you can buy coupons, and then you can go to Media Market or Bol.com or anything, anywhere else. So you can change your crypto for coupons. But Yeah, I can use
Vouchers.
Vouchers, yeah. I can use Dash or Litecoin, but if I want to pay with Bitcoin, with e-gulden, I have to change at Vrije exchange for Litecoin and then send it to there. But would it be possible that you can add also e-gulden this there?
Yeah, but that's
let me answer that question.
Yeah,
because
that's what I wanted to say.
We have community coins in general have seen services similar to Bitrefill. They exist on average for a decade now, right? Something like that. I'm not sure, but like a decade. And there has, specifically for EFL, I know that there has been at least 2 different companies who, in that period of 10 years, serviced EFL for about 4, together maybe 5 years, and people had the opportunity to make a direct connection with their bank account and EFL. But after those 5 years, none of the people were interested in using it, and because it costs money to maintain such a service, especially now with new regulations where the market is limited to a ever shrinking number of participants who have to pay an increasingly big amount of money, which reduces the ability for any competition to participate in the market. So all that money needs to be made back somehow. So my answer to that would be, if the Netherlands starts to use EFL, or if Iceland starts to use Aurora Coin, there's going to be all the players that are still active in the regulated market who need to pay back or make back those costs of all those regulations. They are going to service community coins also, because they are just looking for a profit. But the user base is too small. People don't understand.
But the real answer, Johan, is that the term is called off-ramp. For the time being, you need to have merchants that accept cryptocurrency because they want to do that as a higher goal. And in that sense, they need to become one of us that have and hold cryptocurrency. And you can't use it to pay your taxes. You can't use it to go to shops like you named, and etc.
Yeah, well, it is. I really think that, for example, with the friend of EFL campaign, if that all of a sudden would run out of funds, that it would spark some interests with those kind of third-party services. But yeah, it's the reality of the situation is that we are stuck on 5,000, like you mentioned before, Gerrit, 5,000 users, and it's there, and it's not growing.
Yeah, you go to MediaMarkt as a representative of EFL, for example, which doesn't have representation, only volunteers that like the idea. And you have to negotiate a solution. You won't be successful. These efforts have been tried during the past 10 years, because that's the time we are. I was a young guy when I started this. Huh?
Michael did not have a beard yet.
I don't know. I think he did. I think we can look back at Michael on the Aurora Coin website, can't we? 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And I was clean shaven. Yeah.
I'm going to take a little break, by the way, but you can continue.
Yes, all right.
Just take a cup of coffee. I'll be back.
Yo. Yeah, it's been some time. That's true. And yeah.
Yeah. Time is, but still, time is in our favor. I think you can look at it two ways, but being still alive as a community coin distinguishes us community coins from many other coins. There exists the notion of the crypto coin graveyard, which holds an immense amount of trials and efforts in this scene that didn't succeed.
Yeah.
And well, we distinguish ourselves from that. And all community coins have about the same age. Our coin is the older one, so to say. And yeah, well, it distinguishes us, and we distinguish. It is a pattern. We are different from other types of coins.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it serve as a specific niche. I've always stated that, and I stand by that idea also. So.
Yeah, but you can't call a country a niche. It's
no, the community feeling is like some of them service a privacy goal, some of them service the opposite of a privacy goal. You know, to have with Ripple, for example, who has more accountability in that way that you can, with consensus, take back transactions. Then you have I don't know, for a specific game and the country or a community of people who share a language and an economy. You know, it makes sense to share an economy when you share a language. That's how I should say it. So I think that's what a community coin can service as a niche.
Yeah. But let's say technology-related coins, whose team focus on specific innovation. We have a few coins that like the notion of community coins that much that they cooperate with us. Yeah. Like NES and like Bitmark. Yeah, well, these embrace specific technology and development, but they want to help us and cooperate with us. And other coins, for example, Commodore, they, with respect to decentralized exchange, which was called Atomic Dex, they cooperated with us heavily. So most community coins that are advanced enough to have specific transaction types were embraced by the Commodore team into Atomic Dex, and well, we helped each other with it, and yeah, we feel quite affiliated with with Commodore. That much that we are thinking about incorporating Commodore as a coin within the browser wallet, which Johan was talking about. We're not sure yet, but maybe. And technically, there's no problem with it.
it would be nice if all these community coins from the wallet would also have the listing of Komodo and have that functionality of Komodo built into that wallet.
Once all community coins are sufficiently advanced, and we will help them getting that way. Then we could build an in-wallet exchange function, a little bit like Shapeshift.
Yeah. Maybe Michael, I should just say. It's because I'm reading I'm speaking it as I read it on Skype. Michael, how do you see 2025 going forward from here on out? Are you confident that you're on the right path, for example, that it's going in the right way, although it's going slow?
Well, I'm confident that I'm confident of my intentions, and I'm confident of the level of the strength of our core wallet, strength of our mining community, and the relationships that we've built up. But that being said, am I confident? I'm confident that that we're entering a time where more and more people are seeing through a lot of the deception, and they're looking for something true. They're looking for community, something to believe in. So one area that I've been a little bit lacking in is, again, reaching out to the Icelandic community. I kind of have a little bit of a roadblock there because my Icelandic is not fluent to the level of impressing and
convincing,
or like kind of being almost, let's say, accepted within the business community here, the cryptocurrency community. It's kind of, it's held at a high regard that that Icelandic is spoken and maintained, and especially with business and technology issues. But that being said, I'm confident that our last couple of years of work that we've been spending on community coins is beginning to pay off. I mean, we have Deutsche Mark and Kobo coin and a couple of other coins that we actually have successful
interaction.
Well, interaction, but we've come to each other's aid, and we've actually demonstrated that that there's a synergistic effect going on within our coins, and
so you can build more of a, you need a solid foundation in a way to be built further from, and by combining forces.
One important thing you say, Michael, is we need to build trust, and trust you get by proving, and proof within community coins is that we are actually helping each other, and that can be proven. The Kobo coin died in July 2024. But we managed to revive it as community coins, as a community coins group. And trust is also building up because we are still alive, and we are still proving that we stand the challenges of time, and we can be relied on for 10 years already. So I think the most important thing I take from your statement is trust, and that turns into proof, and and proof is there, so we can prove things, and
and I think especially for Aurora Coin, but also for community coins as a collective, we could improve our messaging as far as what the history of our coins are, what our history of our interaction is, case studies of how we've worked together. I think we can also improve, let's say, liquidity even within the Komodo wallet, Atomic Dex, decentralized exchange, and improve our. I think people want to see more examples of how community coins work together. There's what's that one shopping site, nohodl.org. I think there's areas there we can improve. I think we could also engage in more like campaigns where we've talked about this, where we would highlight one project a month, or bring focus to one project. And so, I mean, I'm confident that our look and our external presence can be improved, and there's some areas, I guess, that like I think what's really funny is how people are so motivated or uncertain about, for example, when talking to people about opportunities within Aurora Coin, one of the first things that they like insinuate or are curious about is like, okay, if we get people, investing in the coin and increasing liquidity, and that leads to the price pumping up, who's going to sell out? Who's going to make money on that, right? And whereas none of us that are leading our individual projects, we don't have that rug pull mindset. We don't have that that we're stashing our bag to the side, just waiting to get the price up. So I think if we maintain our credibility, we maintain our what's the word I'm looking for? Ethos and original use cases, and because more than ever, there's a use case for person-to-person trading, right? P2P, and I think it's just an issue of building the awareness and finding opportunities to engage in that. Like one thing that I've been trying to work on is raising capital. So one of the things that the meme coin phenomenon has taught me is, one of the big inspirations or motivations for meme coins is that they're fair launched, and there is no first hands that are grabbing in the venture capitalists or the inner team that has an unfair advantage to the distribution of the coin, right? So I'm interested in investigating how I can reach out to people that have shown an interest in the coin. There's a couple of merchants here that have shown an interest, but without having a we no longer have a fiat trading pair here in Iceland. I've talked to one exchange, and they have asked me to, raise some interest and get people requesting the coin so they can have it. But there's a couple of merchants that deliver fresh fruits and vegetables across the island. They've shown an interest. They've also shown an interest in mining. So I would like to see Aurora Coin utilize the sustainable energy creation that we have in the island. I mean, there's a lot of farmers that are creating their own electricity. And if we can kind of take control of the mining a little bit so we don't have a lot of miners that are incentivized to sell because they're making a profit to flip into Bitcoin, then we can kind of halt this downward pressure on the coin. So, I don't know. I think it's a lot about building a community that's willing to help with the coin, and we can pick up one or two here or there, but until then, we just we're steadfast in our original intent and
maintaining the position.
And I see there are already some names on the wheel. If you're new here, because I saw the numbers go up, you can still add your name on Twitch on the wheel by just typing anything in the chat. Say hi.
And let me fix my fire once more before Amaury is here.
You can win. Shall we also add the Aurora coin on the wheel? So you can win a magazine from our guest from the hour before, and you can win e-guilders and also Aurora coin. Then the wheel is full enough, then we spin it. Yeah, but you need to be on Twitch for this.
The magazine you mentioned before, are you talking about the Bitcoin takeover, or is there another link?
Oh, from the Bitcoin takeover.
Okay, super.
Yeah.
No.
You can also add your name on the wheel if you want.
No, not for Aurora coin.
Oh no, you can also give the prize away to the next hour. So
all right.
You just say if you win it, goes to the next hour, and just take the magazine. Yeah. All right. Yeah, where were we?
Yeah. Answering your questions, huh? About 2025, you asked Michael.
Yeah.
About 2025, are you asking me?
That was the last question.
Yeah, I was trying to answer that. Like I said, looking for partners with mining, some merchants, and there's the centralized exchange, but that has listing fees. So,
and you said crowdfunding.
Perhaps there's a way for crowdfunding. Yeah. We still have some coins left over from our initial gift from the anonymous developer, Baldur. 80% was used to launch the Icelandic Blockchain Foundation. And recently I've been talking to different stakeholders involved regarding taking ownership of the remaining 20% and having that transparent on the website. And yeah, I mean, I think just I'm also considering exploring launching Aurora Coin on the Caspa network, actually. And instead of having verified funds locked up somewhere that represents the coins released on Caspa, the coins on Caspa would be a proof of burn. So coins that are sent to the Aurora Coin burn address on the native chain would be resurrected in the Caspa side. It's a KRC20 token, and that's just something I've been working through my mind for a while as far as imprinting information on the op return code and the Aurora Coin blockchain, automating it, and I was going to save that for a future announcement, but I think building the tech that we have now and looking for other innovative ideas to reach more users and kind of align with or let our well, we reap what we sow, and the opposite of that, that's both good and bad. And I think that we've been sowing a lot of positive energy and solid intention, and
what should be clear, Michael, is that funding is a generic and major issue. Of course, everybody needs money, but people need to understand that we are volunteers and already are keeping a technological machine up and running for 10 years, which is a large investment in a personal investment in time and probably money. And that's, that doesn't need to be compensated because it was voluntary. But our proper funds are limited, and slowly become our investment becomes unreasonable. So we don't ask technological knowledge and pure effort to pour into our projects. But the easiest way is funds, and you will help us enormously. Once we set up a crowdfunding or whatever to continue our work.
I'm inviting some of my friends to join the raffle wheel. Because it's about to go, and it's a nice prize.
In that case, I just wait. My idea was that also add the Aurora coin to this spin.
We will do it. We will make it into a bigger spin.
You can also do like you can accept or the e-guilders or the Aurora coin.
No, we will just grow the price forevermore. I also see, Johan, that we have our next guest who just joined. In. Amaury is here. Amaury Sechet, developer of eCash, Electron Cash, which I'm here. I already make the first mistake even before he said a word.
Was eCash not the coin from Mr. Robot, the series?
I don't know. We are about to ask him that question.
All right.
Oh, thank you for that. I couldn't recall where that was coming from, but
eCoin, that was eCoin. eCoin was it?
Yeah, eCash.
eCoin was the name in Mr. Robot.
Oh, okay. Now it's confusing. Yeah, eCoin. Yeah.
Maybe we should just. Well, it's only 2 people on the wheel. That's always, I wish it were a couple more.
Gerrit is there. Maybe you can also add your name on the list. If you want
just raffle our own wheel.
You can also say, well, I just want the magazine, and then the other prize goes to the next hour.
Oh yeah.
I would be very happy to receive Aurora coin or even, it's very valuable always.
That's true, but the magazine requires 6 prizes because I'm only giving away $10. So, and the magazine is 60.
Yeah, but it was last hour, or 2 hours ago.
The problem is when I join Twitch, I get a lot of echoes and.
You can mute the sound. Mute.
Yeah, I have tried to find the mute button.
But your name is already on the list, Gerrit.
Oh, okay, fine.
You typed something in the chat. So.
Should we say?
Yeah, okay.
Do you guys have any last message for the new year before we switch over to Amaury? Eh?
Now, well, our short-term hope is the Trump team. Let's say the Doge effort. You already talked with Vlad about it, I believe, but let's support them in the right direction. So.
Yeah.
I mean, no, just that we turn 11 years old on the 24th of this month, and I'm looking forward to see how what we can achieve in our 11th year.
All right.
You can also ask Elon Musk if he wants to change his name on Twitter in e-gulden or Aurora coin. I did it last with some meme token.
Yeah, with the Kekius Maximus.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how much attention everybody gave it. My comment that I wrote on Facebook on some mainstream media article that they published there said, can't believe all these brainwashed people getting all hyped up with some non-news like that. And within a day, he changed the name back and nobody's talking about it. Nothing happened.
Oh,
For now. Crypto can go very fast.
Somebody's also using the Brave browser. Well, shall I spin the wheel?
All right. Well, wait a second then. I will join it. There's only 2 people and it's the both of us. And Vlad, also for you, Amaury. Vlad is giving away, or we are giving away a magazine, Bitcoin. What was the name again?
Bitcoin Takeover.
Bitcoin Takeover magazine, all about privacy. And I want to win one also. I'll just join in.
In that case, I put my name on the list too, because I want to win the magazine. Then this time I give the Aurora and the Eagle to the next hour if I win, and then I just take the magazine.
Yeah. I will do the same thing. If I win any crypto, I will pass it on, but for the magazine, I'll join in. I will write something here. And of course, Amaury is here. Can we already see him, Johan, or not yet on stream?
No, we cannot see him. I've only 2 screens.
I'm not in my best shape today. I'm still recovering from the new year. I've now got this house on the Serbian, like a village life, and there's too much of this rakia. There's too much of it.
They have also good Serbian wines.
Yeah.
By the way, Amaury, do you have also green screen ability?
I do not have a green screen.
Okay. I mean, you can in Skype you can they have virtual green screen. Sometimes I don't know.
I don't know to do that. I'm in the web version of it.
No,
so.
Okay. No, then it doesn't work. Then we have to wait till...
We need more televisions in the stream.
Yeah. Okay, I can put you on the place of Gerrit. If Gerrit doesn't mind.
No?
First, you're going to give away the prize.
I will also mention once more, freerogernow.org. Sign the petition.
I changed the screens during the Free Roger commercial. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and now you're too late. Hey. And the winner is going to be...
I will try to read it also.
Okay.
It's couldn't read it. Did you see it?
I have a delay with Twitch, so it's still going.
Where's the winning position?
Anacor 30 has won.
Oh, that's from Aurora going.
We will make contact.
That's or Icelandic guy.
I think I know who it is.
Oh.
Yes, I've been sending messages to friends that they should join.
Okay. Somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I think it's one of my people.
Yeah. Well.
Congratulations to Anacor.
Yes.
Congratulations. Yeah. All right, then we go.
So this was, wait a second, this was the magazine and EFLs and Aurora coin.
Yeah, so like
All
$80 in $80 price.
$80. Good.
Congratulations. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, maybe we can make some of these streams more frequent in 2025. I mean, I could use a little bit of
Exposure.
a little bit of help there, and
Sure.
yeah. So I'm going to stick around. I'm going to listen to Amaury talking about eCash. I may
Maybe
turn
you
off
should
my
just,
monitor.
maybe you should just stay in the chat, and if you have a good question, because I'm sure that your questions will be better for Amaury than mine, in a way.
You can still hang in the Skype.
Yeah, just stay if you have time, and if something pops up, you mention it, you know?
I will do.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I have to go.
All right. Well,
1 hour late already.
Thanks. No, because I booked 2 hours for the community coins because I was expecting 12, you know, so.
Yeah. I saw it start at 10. But anyway, no problem.
All right.
It's just that I can't stay.
Best of luck for the new year, Gerrit. I'm sure. Oh, he left. Okay. I'm sure we will meet more often or talk more often. Johan, you want to run some music in between the clips, or?
Just
All
a
right.
moment, I'm going to add Amaury. I think this is his Skype handler.
How should I pronounce your names? Is it Amaury? Is it like that? Amaury,
Yeah.
yes, of course. I'm sorry for a little bit crappy introduction, Amaury. It's already like that since the start. I have been sharper on different days, but nice of you to join, Amaury.
Yeah.
First some music now.
First some music. Okay, let's just chat a little bit.
Going to give some attention to Free Roger Ver.
Right. This is our recurring theme for today is the freerogernow.org petition. So please sign
Here we
the
go.
petition.
A man with a vision, a spark in his eye. They caged his ideals, let the truth die. In the name of order, they tore it apart. Now freedom lies bleeding, a hole in its heart. Whispered lies through the corridors creep, while the dreamers of liberty weep. sign your name, free Raja now. Don't let the fire flicker out somehow with free Raga now. Or raise your voice, take a vow for justice, for truth, free Raja now. His light, the power it held, a coin for the people, a story to tell. But the mighty conspired, their motives concealed behind walls of control. The truth was revealed. Oh, they speak of laws, they speak of grace, but their chains are wrapped tight in disgrace. Oh, sign your name, free Raja now. Don't let the fire flicker out somehow with free Raga now. Or raise your voice, take a vow for justice, for truth, free Raja now. In the gray of their towers, the cries are unheard, but a movement is growing in every word. For a dream that was hijacked, for a fight to be won, the battle for freedom has only begun. Sign your name, free Raja now. Don't let the fire flicker out somehow with free Raga now. Or raise your voice, take a vow for justice, for truth, free Raja now. And when the chains are broken and liberty stands, we'll remember the dream he held in his hands. A man with a vision, a spark in his eye. Free Raja now, let the fire never die.